Anna, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. As you remember, my name is Kathryn. We talked last week about some modifications for your work environment, and I told you I was going to look into some suggestions to implement into your workspace to maybe help with your posture and stuff. Okay, does that sound good?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Well, I sent you an email with a few suggestions. I collected just a few little things that might be affordable and feasible and would work really well with your environment. As you know, as I said in the email, this is recorded and monitored, and it will be viewed by the faculty and staff at Nashville State to view my performance, not so much you. Okay, so is that all right
Okay.
with you?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Do you have any questions before we get started?
I don't think so.
Okay, great. So let's go ahead and open up the handout that I sent you if you can, if you have it nearby. We'll start
Yeah.
with the first one I sent, talking about raising the wrist off the keyboard. I know you talked about having a little bit of difficulty wanting to relax those wrists down. I know it seems a lot easier and maybe, more convenient, but really it's damaging those joint muscles in the wrist. And so if you keep those wrists straight up and lifted, it's going to help with your typing accuracy, speed, and even your joint mobility even later on down the road. So what right now may not seem to be a big deal, later on when you get older and you start noticing pain in your wrists and stuff, it could be related to the relaxed wrist on the keyboard. So
Okay.
implementing it kind of early would be best, okay?
Okay.
The second choice that I picked for you would be a positioning back foam. It's called it's called well, let me think about it for a second. It is a pillow, actually. It's not a hard foam. It's not a hard chair that you put in your bed. Obviously, that would not be feasible and affordable and logical. You'd want it to be comfortable. So this is a supportive chair that can actually be folded out. It's a pillow, and it comes in the shape of a triangle, but it can be folded out to the square or to whatever fits your posture best. So everybody's spine is shaped a little differently. Some people need low back support, some people need upper back support, and this foam will help support any area that you find most troublesome. So for instance, when we talked about your positioning in your bed, you didn't have a lot of low back support, and so I thought this would be a great way to support that low back when you're typing or doing any kind of keyboard work, okay? So
Okay.
this is just an additional activity that you can do for yourself while staying in the bed and not having to implement some expensive equipment like a whole desk or like a new chair or anything like that. Going along those lines, the third choice I picked for you is a bed desk, okay? In the picture you can see it's got wheels on both sides, and it maneuvers over the desk, and it can be rolled back out of the way when you do go to bed. So this kind of makes the bed multi-purposeful. You can still use your bed as an office, implementing the foam that as I mentioned earlier, the foam pillow, and using the rolly desk can help you stay in the spot that you're in without taking up more room in your bedroom that may not be present for a desk and a chair. So this desk can position your computer at eye level so you're not flexing the neck too far down or too far up, and you're positioned in a decent area for your wrist, again going back to the first exercise, to keep them up higher because you're not having to lay them down below you. Okay,
Okay.
so those were the three suggestions that I found, and like I said, you're welcome to use these at any time, but you're not under any circumstance forced to. These are all for you, just up to you to use, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any
That
questions
sounds
about
good.
any of them?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, and like I said, I've listed them, and you can do a little research of your own if you like, and where to find them is at the bottom. And one of the suggestions I made based off what we talked about is getting up more and moving around. I know it may seem so minute and silly, but sitting for a long period of time can really break your focus, whereas if you get up and move around when you come back, you're going to be so much better at what you're doing because you're going to be refreshed, okay? So that
Okay.
was the only other suggestion that I had for your work environment as of right now. But then again, if you do find questions, feel free to contact me. You have my email and you have my phone number. So there's an open way street for the both of us. If you ever need me, you're more than welcome to contact me.
Thank you so much, Miss Kathryn.
Oh, thank you for your time. I'm so glad I could help.
Alrighty.
Well, I'll talk to you later. Have a great
All right.
afternoon.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.